Hey everybody, Robb here for Southwest Florida Television. I'm back for part 2 of my Sunday morning beach walk in North Naples, Florida. Right now, I'm on the beach at Clam Pass Park, just north of Seagate Beach and Park Shore Beach. Earlier, we were walking around Clam Pass, checking that out. There's our friend Robert walking the beach. Give you a peek at the concession area at Clam Pass Park over here. They're having to rebuild the ramps to the beach. The buildings look like they're still standing. A lot of brush, a lot of vegetation gone here at Clam Pass Park. That big long boardwalk that used to stick out here, that's gone. Obviously, it's not open. The little hut where you used to get your chairs if you stayed at the registry, where they had the rentals there, the beach chairs, and I think they had some kayaks and stuff for rental here too. That's gone. Can't get up in there to check it out. There's a look at it anyway. For those of you wondering about Clam Pass. Park closed. Rather obvious. But I hear somebody out there, so you can get out here on the golf carts, the equipment anyway, to get out here and do some work. There's somebody on the other side of the building now. That's the new ramp they're building. That's in progress there. That is in progress. Slow but steady. We're going to walk up the beach. We're going to go up to Park Shore, check that out. So stick around. Park Shore looks like it got hit pretty bad up there, especially that beautiful sidewalk that they had that paralleled the beach by all the condos. That was a great walk there. The tide's coming in here. The water's great. Didn't smell any red tide. Haven't seen any dead fish out here. Just overcast, so we really can't get a good look at the colors of that water. Maybe by the end of this morning's walk, the sun will be shining. Keep our fingers crossed. It's about 68 degrees right now. 67 to 68. Water temperature 76. This is the south end of Clam Pass Park here. This is only the second time I've been down here at the south end of Clam Pass Park. The first time was earlier this morning, walking up the beach. Just like everywhere else in Southwest Florida here, all the vegetation, a lot of especially the underbrush, all washed away. A lot of debris, a lot of broken branches, tree limbs, all that kind of stuff. Up higher on the beach, stay close to the water, much easier walking. Vanderbilt Beach, way up there in the distance, up there. That's the condos in Pelican Bay at Bay Colony there. That's normally where we're walking, way up there at Vanderbilt Beach. It's a few miles up there, 3.5 miles maybe up there. 4 miles, I don't know. It's a little ways up there. Nice little walk. Can't get there, unless you can walk across water. Walk across Clam Pass. I don't know how deep the pass is. I didn't feel like trying to cross it this morning. Saw Pete and Nancy here in between live feeds. They were sitting with Robert on the beach. A lot of birds on the sandbar down at Clam Pass this morning. That was cool. Saw an osprey way off in the distance in its nest. We're getting a little sun. Starting to peek out there for a little break in the clouds. The water up here is gorgeous. Kevin, if you didn't see those 2 pictures that Kevin shared with me that I posted yesterday, you got to check them out. Man, that water is beautiful here. Can't really tell. The sun's got to get higher up in the sky to see the colors. And we got to get a little further south of Clam Pass. Anytime you're around a pass, it's always a little muddier, murkier looking. There's some light hitting the beach. Get a little better look at Clam Pass Park here. What its beach looks like. Trust me, every beach in Southwest Florida, Collier County especially, they're working hard to clean them up. Getting them back to their old self again. Need to rake in that tourist money, you know? Wow, there's the sun. Where was it when I needed it before, when I was at Clam Pass? See, it's a nice big wide beach here. Clam Pass Park, North Naples, Florida, if you're just tuning in. Seagate Beach down to the south here, and then Park Shore Beach just south of that. I don't know how far down the beach I'm going to get. I'd love to walk all the way down to Doctor's Pass, but that's quite a hike from here. We'll see. It's not the hike down, it's the hike back. Ooh, warming up now. Now that sun's out. Doesn't take long, just a few minutes. When we started earlier this morning, the temperature was right about 65. Started just a few minutes before 7 o'clock. Happy Sunday, my friends. Hit that share button. Come on. It's beautiful. Great way to start your Sunday. Hit the beach before you go to church. Hey, send some stars if you like what you're seeing here. If you're enjoying the walk. If you're enjoying and appreciating my efforts here. Robert. Peekaboo. What'd you find?
I'm just trying to pick up some of these small ones. I don't want to get a pocket full of shells. These are pretty nice.
Oh yeah, nice. It's nice to be able to shell,
Yeah.
to find some shells for a change.
I did find my usual, the fighting conch.
The fighting conch, oh yeah. You don't have enough of those. No. You need more fighting conchs. I can't wait to see that house of conchs. My little running joke is Robert has enough fighting conch shells to build a house. And he wants more. More. I smell dead fish. Must be some dead fish washed up on, might be in the back waters here too. Because that wind's kind of coming from the north. It's kind of died down, but it's coming from the northeast. I haven't noticed any dead fish on the beach. No red tide, no smell of red tide. Once that sun gets up higher, this water is going to look pretty darn nice. The water is always its best when the tide is coming in. Morning. So there's a little stretch of beach here between Clam Pass Park and Park Shore Beach called Seagate Beach. And the way you can tell you're on Seagate is as you're walking to the north or south, you're going to come across these. It's just really a pile of rocks. It's what's left of some rock jetties that used to be here. There's one at the north and south end of Seagate. But it really, if you look close, you can see the little pile of rocks right there. It's just a little stretch. It goes from just past that condo there over to this condo on my left, but right in there, this little stretch is Seagate Beach. It's got its own little parking lot for beachgoers. It's kind of tucked in behind things. It's kind of a little secret. A lot of people don't know about it. But there's what's left of the little rock jetty at the north end of Seagate. The one at the south end is a little bigger. And that'll pretty much be covered up when the tide comes in. It's a real small parking lot here. Fills up very fast. Of course, we were the first ones in there this morning. Oh, there's a dead fish. One dead fish there. Looks like it's been dead for a while. Darn it. Gotta spoil it. When the red tide's out there, it's offshore. We've been lucky. The wind's been blowing offshore, keeping it offshore for the past few days, so we've been lucky. Hopefully it'll start breaking up. Yeah, another fish up on higher on the beach. Might be a few more little waves than yesterday. Still, a lot of cleanup work to do. Even here on Seagate Beach, it's a mess. Looks like you can see some of the damaged boardwalks. I can't tell if that's a new boardwalk or what's left of an old one. Looks like that's a new boardwalk they're working on there. But just piles of sand that they've taken off the beachfront properties and put out here on the beach. Look at that. Look at that mountain of sand. It was all washed up inland there. That's a lot of sand. All the dunes gone. See a little grass back up in there, though. See a little grass. Some of the equipment over there. Seagate Beach, North Naples, Florida. Sun's just peeking in and out from behind the clouds. Started out this morning with the forecast of clear skies, and then started to get more and more clouds rolling in from the east. Sure, these places got flooded on their bottom floors. I believe there's some condos on Park Shore without elevators, and it seems the elevators were the first things to go in all these buildings because all the mechanical stuff was down in the basement. I think they're might be rethinking all that stuff. All the electrical was down below. Look at that, nothing left as far as the landscaping goes in there. Sand everywhere. So we're coming up to Park Shore Beach. If you look close, you can see a little rock jetty up there. That's the boundary between the south end of Seagate and the north end of Park Shore. North end. Just look at all this sand everywhere. Any swimming pools that these places had close to the water all filled in with dirty water, a lot of sand, fish. There were fish in them after the storm. Robert's going to take his throne on the rocks. Well, I'll see where I wind up. All right.
I don't know if I get back here, but there's electric progress. It's about halfway down.
I'll find out. We'll see how far I go. It's up to my batteries. Okay. So now we are on Park Shore Beach. We got hit hard along here. I don't know how many of you are familiar with this area. There was a beautiful sidewalk that went all along the beach here, just paralleled the beach. It had to be a mile or more in length. And there was all, vegetation. There was scabolas and sea grapes, all kinds of different vegetation all along here. It's a big dune. And that is gone. Gone. All of this. Okay, I'm having connection issues here. Sorry about that. Anyway, those dunes, all those plants are wiped out. The boardwalks from this sidewalk wiped out. Just a mess up here now. I'm sure all the way down the beach it looks like this. It's like a boardwalk to nowhere there. The sidewalk's right up there on top of the seawall. But you couldn't even see this boardwalk. It was just, the vegetation was so high. That's what it's like, I'm sure, all the way down, like I said. There's some of the plants are still here, but I don't think they're going to come back. These are lights. It was a nice little lit walkway. Like I said, it just went all the way along the beach here. It was a beautiful walk. You'd see joggers on it all the time. You can see how far out the vegetation did come. See, it was way out here. Just a dead clump of junk. Get out here in a patch of sunlight. I don't know if it's gonna last. Just gonna try to take a peek at the water. Yeah, there it goes behind the clouds again. Darn it. Remnants of another one of the boardwalks from the sidewalk to the beach. Another boardwalk to nowhere now. Stairs gone. The ramp gone. What a mess. Mess. Look at the sidewalk here. Completely undermined. Who remembers this walk? Who remembers this? And all the beautiful, beautiful green lawn that was up there. Very, very sporadic connection here. Sorry about that. This is our first look at Park Shore since Hurricane Ian. Look at the sidewalk. So sad. There's these great big concrete, I don't know what you want to call them, pillars or something. What they are is you go along the beach here. Something to do with keeping the seawalls from collapsing, I'm sure. Used to be a boardwalk right here. Kind of breaks my heart looking at this. I have no idea when they're gonna get everything rebuilt here. It's gonna be years before everything's back to normal. Well, actually, they're doing a good job here. I come down here, and they've already got the old sidewalk tore out of here. I assume they're going to rebuild it. I would assume it's going to get rebuilt. It's been a couple months now since they're over. A couple months since Ian went through here. So imagine that sidewalk. That's what it looked like all the way down here. They're wasting no time getting it out of here, though. I don't know if I want to live in a tall, skinny building like that. Hit that share button as we walk southbound the beach at Park Shore up in North Naples, Florida. Send some stars if you're enjoying the tour here. It's about in the middle of Park Shore at the village shops. We're getting kind of close to that. It'll be over to the east over there somewhere. Well, they're making good progress on getting that old sidewalk out. And reshaping the dunes up there. Get out here on some nice hard sand. Might get a little break in the clouds here. A little while, I don't know. Keeping my fingers crossed. Good morning. See what they're doing over here. Some equipment sitting here. Looks like it's all about just relocating sand now and grading things off down here. I don't think there's a sidewalk up there. Only one way to find out. Nope, they got it all out, but look at that. They're getting ready to put in a new sidewalk. That's cool. That is cool. And we'll keep walking down to the south here. We're going to be crossing over into the moorings as we make our way down towards Via Miramar and Doctor's Pass. As the condos get smaller and older, that's the moorings. Smelling some dead fish on the beach here. Yep, seeing some dead fish right in here. Just saw, half a dozen or more. More than that. See these little... Don't smell red tide. I smell dead fish, but not red tide. There's probably 4 or 5 to the left of me. Probably catfish. Usually it's catfish. I think we're next to Venetian village, the village on Venetian Bay. I think that's over to my left, maybe a little bit behind me. Yeah, seeing some fish here. Dead fish down here now on the south end of Park Shore. Didn't see any up to the north or up by Clam Pass. Definitely dead fish on the beach here. Sorry to break the bad news to you. That's what I said, the red tide's here. It might not be at one spot on our beach, but it's at another. It's just in patches. It is lurking about. It has not gone away. Yeah, sad. Sad, sad, sad. Mullet catfish. Doctor's Pass off in the distance there. I was hoping the sun was going to pop out here, but everywhere there's an opening in the clouds, there's no sun. Yeah, the closer we get to Doctor's Pass, the more dead fish I'm seeing on the beach. Up at the high tide line, the high water mark. Again, I see the dead fish on the beach, but I don't smell red tide. smell dead fish. Ugh. So I'd stay up to the north, stay up by Seagate Beach. If you want to come to this section of beach between Doctor's Pass and Clam Pass. Plus at Seagate you can walk up to Clam Pass Park, walk up to Clam Pass, check it out. Since that's the only way you can see it, since it's still closed. That's where we started earlier this morning on live feed number 2. We started right by the concession area at Clam Pass Park. If you want to zip back and take a peek at that later, what it looks like. And in part 1, we kind of ended up at Clam Pass. We walked from Seagate Beach up to Clam Pass in part 1. We're coming to the end of the south end of Park Shore Beach and coming to the moorings now. A little sunlight. A look at the water with a little bit of sun on it. Finally, that's what I was hoping. Yeah, it's looking good. The water looks nice. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, there used to be a beach access over here. Public parking lot. I don't know if that wiped out. I think there was one over here. Not sure. It's around here somewhere. It might be a little further down. Yeah, it's further down. This is the very south end of Park Shore here. And that sidewalk survived down here. The walkway is intact here. And some of the greenery, some of the Sea grapes made it out there. The sable palms. This all used to be just lush, lush, lush vegetation. And over here on the right, oh, this used to all be beautiful. Beautiful green grass all in here. You can see some of the grass up there, the lawns, but all along the edge. A mess. Oh boy, thank you, sun. There's more clouds rolling in. Beautiful when that sun comes out, though. If you're just tuning in, we're at the very south end of Park Shore Beach in North Naples, Florida, headed towards Doctor's Pass. I don't smell any red tide out here. I do see dead fish on the beach, though. We've been seeing quite a few dead fish. All up along the high tide line up in here. Haven't seen anything big. Some mullet, bigger mullet. That was mostly catfish and mullet are what we're seeing here on the beach. It was nice up at the north end of Park Shore Beach, up at Seagate, Clam Pass. It seems the further south we're going here, the more dead fish we're seeing, unfortunately. Anyway, I really wanted to give everybody a look at Park Shore and just let you see what's going on down here. The reconstruction. There's some sun. Sidewalk's still here. I think this is the very end of it. See somebody walking on it. All these swimming pools got trashed. All their equipment got trashed. pumps and heaters and whatnot. Boy, I am not seeing a lot of people here for a Sunday morning. I thought people were curious about what was going on down here. Hit that share button. Oh, there's chunks of the sidewalk missing here too. So they're going to be redoing all this. All these parking lots, carports, they were all just buried in sand. That's where these mountains of sand, these piles of sand came from, all the driveways and stuff around here. This used to be lawn here, not beach, what you're looking at next to this pool here on the left. Take a step down here. Hey, my friends that follow along on YouTube, I appreciate you guys. I know you can't send stars on YouTube, but tips are appreciated, you YouTube watchers. If you enjoy my walks and my little updates along different beaches in Naples since Hurricane Ian, tips are greatly appreciated. Same goes for folks on Facebook. I appreciate the stars, but tips go a little further. Facebook takes a cut of those stars. If you want to send a little token of appreciation, you can find a link to my PayPal account in the description of this post. Also, you can find me on Venmo and Apple Pay. Easy to find. Every dollar counts, especially right now, first week of the month. That's when those tips really help out. So here we are at the official south end of Park Shore. The last big high-rise condos in Park Shore. Or if you're driving north, it'd be the beginning, the first condos of Park Shore. You just see piles of sand everywhere you look here. I'm guessing they're gonna put that all back on the beach. I hope. Where it came from. Should I continue down the Doctor's Pass or what? It's up to you guys this morning. If you want me to keep walking, throw some stars at me. It's up to you. Now we're getting into the older condominiums of the moorings. Yoga. Morning yoga on the beach. Morning yoga classes. Oh no. I thought you were hanging out up there.
I'm late for my yoga class.
I left my shoes up at the other beach. I was going to tell you to grab them before you come down.
We'll go back down there.
Yeah. You're late for you're going to do some yoga, Robert? Is that what you said?
Come up here and do some whatever they call that.
Okay, if I get 1,000,000 stars right now, Robert said he's going to do some yoga on the beach.
Stars.
He's going to go join the yoga class. 1,000,000 stars, like within the next 10 seconds. Where's our prince? Our prince isn't on here, Robert.
Oh, Starman.
Yeah, the prince. Well, I guess you lucked out. You don't have to do yoga. I didn't get 1,000,000 stars. Where did you... No. The farting dog or whatever it's called. Where'd you park?
Right here.
Oh, this one here.
Moorings entrance.
Yeah. I don't know. I might make it down to Doctor's Pass. A lot of dead fish down here. A lot of more dead fish. Here's where Robert parked. This is one of the beach parking lots that's open here. Wow. Used to walk out through, come out on boardwalk here, and all kinds of trees. A shower over here. Now you just look at the parking lot. Man. Crazy. All the new beach here. I guess nobody wanted to see Robert doing his yoga. Darn it. Look at this. Where the grass used to be. The swimming pool back there by the palm trees. No power, I guess, here. They got air conditioners Portable air conditioners are running up here. Holy smokes, look at that. That building has been completely undermined. No wonder it's empty. Look at that. You can see the pilings down here. Wow. I'm guessing condemned. I am guessing. Sad. So sad. That is heartbreaking there. I don't know what the name of this building is, but it doesn't look promising, does it? We're working over here, though, the other part of it, the other part of the complex. Look at that. The power of the storm surge and the wind with the pounding waves. If you go back, I don't know, I did a beach walk here a year ago. Came by all these places here in the moorings. I think it was, if you search for it, it might be titled Via Miramar Moorings. If you look through my old videos, see what these places looked like before Ian. I heard some places down here got hit hard. This is the first I've had a chance to take a look at them. What's crazy is how everything got washed away behind the seawall. Did it wash out under here? Yep, all undermined down in here too. All washed out under the foundation of this condo. Oh man, that is terrible. Huh. Once that water gets up over it, there's no stopping it, I guess. As long as my battery holds up, I'll keep walking down towards Doctor's Pass here. I can't imagine what this garage must have been a lake under here.